Hi there, everyone. We are looking at our next section in Unit 2, which is on postulates and proofs. So just as a reminder, when we talked about points, lines, and planes in Unit 1, we said that in geometry, a postulate is a statement that is accepted as true. Postulates can describe most of our fundamental relationships that we're going to be using in geometry, while we have theorems to take care of the rest. Remember, theorems are what use postulates in order to make statements true or false. So let's just remind ourselves of a couple of postulates that we saw in Unit 1. All right, we had postulate 2.1 that said through any 2 points, there is exactly one line. And so again here, remember back to this postulate. We have to have 2 points in order to make one line. Now, the next postulate down, postulate 2.2, says that through any 3 non-collinear points, and remember we talked about non-collinear meant the 3 points cannot line up with each other. Okay, and we get exactly one plane. Postulate 2.3 says that a line contains at least 2 points, which kind of goes back to the idea of postulate 2.1. They're almost reverse of each other. One says if I have 2 points, I can make a line. 2.3 says, well, if I have a line, then there must be at least 2 points on it. All right, moving right along, postulate 2.4, a plane contains at least 3 non-collinear points. So again, that's kind of a reverse of 2.2. Postulate 2.2 says that if you have 3 non-collinear points, you can make a plane. Oh, sorry, I put that on the wrong line. Postulate 2.4 says that, well, if you have a plane, then somewhere on that plane, you have to have at least 3 non-collinear points. So again, they're kind of opposites of each other. All right, postulate 2.5. If 2 points lie in a plane, then the entire line containing those points, so give me a second, I'm going to zoom in here. So then the entire line containing those points is also going to be in the plane. So if I have 2 points on the plane, when I connect them with the line also will have to be on that plane. Postulate 2.6 talks about lines intersecting. So if 2 lines intersect, and the clue here is intersect, then their intersection is exactly 1 point. So if 2 lines intersect, they only do it at 1 point. And then the last postulate that we've looked at, if 2 planes intersect, then their intersection is a line. Remember, that was when we talked about how 2 surfaces meet. So we're going to use these 7 postulates to determine whether the statements below are always true, sometimes true depending on the case, or is there a time when they are never true. So be very careful when we use these postulates to determine what we're doing. All right, so example A, there is exactly 1 plane that contains point A, B, and C. Well, let's go back to the postulate that talks about if you have a plane, what's going on with the points. So that's postulate 2.4. A plane contains at least 3 non-collinear. So we're missing the part about non-collinear. So this statement might be true if those points are collinear. So this is a sometimes. And again, because we don't know if the points are collinear. So let's shorten this. We need non-collinear points. Once that requirement is met, then this would be a completely true statement. But because I don't know if the points are collinear or not, if they line up or not, I don't have enough information yet to say that it is always true. And again, for something to always be true, it has to be true 100% of the time, every single time. So now let's check out example B. Points E and F are contained in exactly one line. So let's find the postulate that says 2 points make a line, which is postulate 2-1. Through any 2 points, there is exactly one line. That's almost identical to example B. And B just gets more specific with points E and F. So this is always true. And the postulate that states that was 2-1. Okay, so because of postulate 2-1. All right, let's look at our last one. 2 lines intersect in 2 distinct points, M and N. So let's find the postulate that talks about when 2 lines intersect, which is postulate 2-6. If 2 lines intersect, the intersection is at 1 point. So this is never because they intersect at 1 point. And that's in reference to postulate 2-6. Okay, so guys, that's what you're going to be looking at today. I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit about how to use your different postulates and that we've used so far to determine whether the different kinds of statements we're going to be seeing are true or false, always, sometimes, or never. And as we're going to be using these postulates to start getting ready to write out different kind of proofs and figure out what is the truth value, whether or not something is true or not, when we get into some of our newer statements that are coming up. So guys, I hope you have a great rest of your day.